4K Downloader is a simple solution for downloading high quality videos from YouTube and other social media platforms for use at a later date. You can download the smallest resolutions all the way up to the 4K resolution, including 3D and 360 VR videos. Whether you want to download just the videos, an entire playlist or an entire channel, or if you would just like to do audio MP3s, this program is the one for you. Try it now for free, or if you'd like to get the personal or the pro setup, click on the link down below and continue to support this channel. Hey there and welcome to a Musician Reacts, and today we're checking out Delain featuring Marco from Nightwish, and the song is The Gathering at Masters Rock 2017. So looking forward to checking this one out. I was having a bit of info checking out of the band. So Delain are a Dutch symphonic metal band formed in 2002 by former Within Temptation keyboardist and the singer Charlotte Wessels. Is it Vessels or Wessels? Wessels or Vessels? That is the question. I think it's quite interesting is they toured with Nightwish and also Sabaton and Battle Beast, which is cool. Some cool little bands that I've sort of covered off in this, either on this channel or on the Dave Does channel. But we're going to go check this one out. There are 6 rules for checking out music on this particular channel, so they're going to come up across the bottom of the screen. But the main thing is I don't pause the video and we don't talk over it. You want to watch the video and enjoy the music. I want to watch the video and enjoy the music, and I'll talk about it at the end. But let's count it in. 3, 2, 1, go!
Well, alright then, Masters of Rock. It seems that we only have very little time with all of you left. And we're very sorry about this because it's been absolutely great performing for all of you here tonight. Thank you so much! And now, to make the best of the time that's left for us here tonight, what would you think about us asking a certain somebody on stage with us again? Marco? Marco, are you here? Are you already here?
Well, back on a festival stage, gotta do some milking.
Exactly. So how would you feel about doing one more song with us?
I feel very good about it.
Yes?
Should we do one?
Let's do one.
Yeah, indeed.
Let's do The Gathering.
The song that angels sing, the spell that calls, the gathering, the magic that might bring eternal life, the gathering.
All right, jump with us, Masters of Rock!
Okay, so Delain featuring Marco and the song The Gathering. Great performance, really enjoyed it. I think looking at both Marco, what did I say, Charlotte, their vocals, I think they sounded a lot better together than they do when they're apart. It's not to say that there's tuning issues or anything like that, it just sounds thinner. And naturally when you layer up vocals, it's going to sound fuller. But because they're singing, one singing a much lower and one singing a much higher, when you merge them together you get this fuller sound. So I really liked over the choruses. I thought they meshed really, really well. And it's not always the case. I've done some live reaction performance reactions, and you can hear like the female vocal and the male vocal, and they don't always completely mesh brilliantly. At points they go off, etc. I won't go into which reaction that was, but I'm sure if you search through the channel you'll find it. But in this case, it worked really, really well. It was interesting also to see Marco obviously without an instrument. Now obviously I know he does do that, but it's funny when you see someone who's singing who naturally normally either has a guitar or a bass or some form of instrumentation that they normally use, because they don't normally know what to do with their hands. They kind of, they're not used to that performance piece because they're usually too busy with the guitar. And actually Marco did really, really well. I thought it felt very natural on stage. He looks like he didn't have a single problem with not having an instrument there. He used the mic stand, which is always a good tool because it's another thing to hold in your hand and move around with. Whereas if you just use a mic, people have this extra arm and they're like, I don't know what to do with this now. It's right. It's kind of like that Talladega Nights thing with Ricky Bobby, and he's like, he doesn't know what to do with his hands when he's doing the microphone. It's kind of the same thing for a singer if you're not used to being the front person and you're going out on stage without an instrument. I found it interesting watching the guys at the beginning when it first kicks in and it's kind of jumping up and down. Trying to chug and jump up and down at the same time is not actually that easy. It looks quite simple and fun, but to keep that tempo right, and because you end up basically, when you land, you naturally downpick. So if you're landing on the wrong tempo, you end up basically screwing it up. But so it's not advisable to do that too often unless you've got quite a big open section. So they were playing it over a fairly big chord. So they should be okay on that one. I thought the track itself was really good. Strong chorus, very hooky, and dun 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 bum 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 bum. Very catchy. It's got a nice hook to it. Good rhythm. So yeah, instantly accessible. Like the word accessible. Looking at the lyrics, I have no idea what the song's about, but it does remind me of like a D&D kind of game. It talks about the spell that calls the Gathering. I remember there was like Might and Magic had this thing called the Gathering. The spell that calls the Gathering, the magic that might bring eternal life, the Gathering. The reason I said that is because I think on the second verse it goes, my cards, the ones to choose from, the role they play tonight, which ones embrace the loved ones, which ones will summon for a fight. Definitely feels like they're talking about the game Might and Magic, the Gathering. I'd assume that's what it is, having never played it and only really knowing about it from, I saw it as a Steam online game type thing, is what I knew it from, rather than the actual like card workshop type, the Games Workshop type thing. But I'm going to assume this is what that relates to, is either immerse themselves as a character within that game or actually just singing about the game. I would hope they're talking about being the character within the game rather than just talking about the actual card, about playing a card game, because it's not quite as epic if you're talking about playing a card game as though if you were pretending to be the actual character. So I hope that is actually the case. But cool video, really liked their live performance, good sound quality, and very much a rock out. So thoroughly enjoyable. Now, if you like this video, please do subscribe, click the bell icon, like, share, leave your comments down below, and that of course is how a musician reacts.